is a pretty unique opportunity to get to participate in a race like this, one of the most well-known races out there in sailing. Has there been any other sort of unique opportunities in your time at Cal Maritime that'll kind of stick with you, things that you don't think you would have gotten anywhere else as far as experience?
Just our whole offshore sailing team. We get to travel to Annapolis, Charleston, then regattas down in Southern California, and some really good ones up in the Bay, as well as just being able to go on the training ship and sail on the ships. Like before I came to Cal Maritime, I was always like, oh, I would be sick just cruise around a container ship for a day, just be able to explore, and I've gotten to do that.
I ended up at Cal Maritime for my love of the water, and I have an uncle in the industry, so he kind of steered me that way and got me interested in the maritime industry, and big thanks to him. Otherwise I'd probably be a ski bum. And yeah, really excited about the race, looking forward to what the team is going to do out there. I think everyone is a little nervous, a little anxious coming into the race, but we put the time in, boat's looking pretty good to go, and yeah, we're just going to get out there and see what happens.
Yeah, any sort of expectations for this race? Any idea of what life will be like for the next week out on the water in a sailboat, in a 77-footer?
That's a good question. After doing a couple bear cruises and a commercial cruise, you have a decent idea of what it's like to be out at sea for sure. And here it's, your same friends, just a tighter space, and the food comes out of a freeze-dried bag, and mom doesn't make her cookies, so that's a little bit of a miss for sure. But yeah, it'll definitely be a pretty tight-knit group, sailing all season, every weekend pretty much.
Cal Maritime Sailing Team gives us a really unique experience to get off campus every single weekend. We get to travel all over the country, competing against different colleges, and the biggest thing is all the funding that we get. We get all this free swag from the school, and makes us look good. All the other college teams get jealous, and I just hope to keep on traveling and just get off campus as much as possible to get sailing.
It just kind of feels like this is the next step for us, like a long race like this. Like really grateful for all of the support and stuff, and I think that like we're ready. We're ready to go.
They're ready.
I grew up sailing my whole life since I was probably 6 years old. So I've been on the water a lot, and when I graduated high school, I wasn't really sure where I wanted to go, but I found Cal Maritime through pretty much luck, and it turned out to be totally perfect. Yeah.
Through luck? How does that even happen?
It honestly just seemed like it fell into my lap. All of us on the boat are definitely not strangers to being on the water for a long time, but that being said, it's a lot different than the training ship, like a lot different. It's a really confined quarters. You get the meals are like backpacking food, so it's you got to pack really light, so you don't have any changes of clothes. You can't take a shower, so it's definitely a little hardcore. But we're all excited. We're all really excited to go. Yeah.
There's not very many colleges that do this program, so giving us the opportunity to not only progress as sailors, but also stepping off into the real world and hopefully jumping on other boats and continue sailing.
You used to have to take a celestial shot once a day at least for the Transpac. Now that's a little outdated, so they don't require it anymore. So there's a trophy if you choose to do it, and so we applied for that. And plan for now is to take AM and PM star shots, and then probably do some sunlines during the day. So just use that celestial class one more time.
The reason I went to Cal Maritime is one, because I was interested in yachting and doing a lot more sailing, and the maritime industry overall just seemed like a very interesting thing to do, and it's been a fun time going to the school. Don't regret it at all.
And you're a recent graduate. What are your post-graduation plans now?
Yeah, I just did graduate. It feels pretty good, won't lie. I don't have too many plans yet. I've been traveling a little bit just around the country. Probably going to start looking for a job after this. It's a big race coming up, so want to do this first and kind of figure my life out.
Honestly, it's still so surreal. The fact that we are a college team, all Corinthian, coming out here and sailing this is so crazy. I was thinking that some of the other colleges, especially some of the big sailing schools on the East Coast, were getting really great opportunities. And now that we're doing this, I'm just thinking we are just having such a great opportunity with this. I can't believe it.
I think from the sailing perspective, it's totally unique. It's compared to the other college programs that it's predominantly small boat sailing. I mean, the amount of knowledge and opportunities like this one that I've had in the big boat world after coming to Cal Maritime, I don't know, it's from when I started Cal Maritime to now, it's just like, it's been such a fast progression of racing big boats, and this is kind of the pinnacle now.